Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr. Taken down.
All day, baby, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Ready? 6 yards. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Yeah, baby.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Peterson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon with the first down. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Red, top.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
Check, 47. I'm coming.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And this is complete. It's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's do this.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Slam.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want them to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here I come.
To throw is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Hey. 4 down.
This is McCaffrey. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Being chased out left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Here's Jackson to throw. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But
You don't want to.
we know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
180. 7's the mic. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now completes it to the tight end, Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Ebron caught left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Fighting his way through contact. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tight end running.
Now Jackson throwing again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson going to throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Man left. Hey, 4 down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Mike, 47. I got him. Check. Check out.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
Check, 47. Come on, boy.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I'm going.
Despite the blitz, he's still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I got you, punk.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And Quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Here we go.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter three. We'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 45 on second down. Jackson, well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get into the end zone, but then, at least we're going to get free. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they lost a whole lot of games.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Motion. Reset.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Telvin Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
We played to win.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long. Now Trubisky looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Trubisky to throw again. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get up! 180! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Watch the run!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Trubisky will throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown,
Good
LA.
job, offense. Good job.
Mark Walton there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now it's Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
180! 44 is the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call out a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Complete. It's Henry. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver's able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the Cowboys. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready? Use the mic. 60 yards. 52's the mic.
Check the tight end. Check the tight. Check tight.
Throwing again. Jackson. And that's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Jackson. He's got the hook up to Lee. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Tight left. 4 down. 64.
From the 44, Jackson flushed out right. Got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the... And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Get ready.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Let's do this.
25 yards, the pickup there, also a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Watch Bobo. In your face.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And caught by Henry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Here's Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there will be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Steps away to his left.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship.